This is from an article, Bible Codes, A Lie That Won't Die, by J. Michael, June 8th, 2012. And this is a quote from his article. He says, one reason that Bible codes have gone out of fashion is that mathematicians and statisticians have thoroughly, completely, and convincingly disproven them. For example, Barry Simon of the Caltech Mathematics Department has shown that any sufficiently large text will have similar letter patterns in it. Famously, the same algorithms used in the Bible codes yielded similarly prophetic results. He put quotes, prophetic results, when used on Hebrew translations of War and Peace. Indeed, when in 1997, popular author Michael Drosnin, who wrote a book on the subject, challenged critics to find the same prophecy regarding the assassination of Yitzhak Rabin in Moby Dick as Bible code folks had found in the Bible, Australian computer scientist Brendan McKay did just that. And for good measure, he found letter arrangements predicting the assassination of Trotsky, Gandhi, and Martin Luther King Jr.
In the Hebrew translation of Moby Dick.
That's correct.
Which I think was done by Salkinson,
yeah,
who also translated the New Testament into modern Hebrew.
Okay, so I have a note here, set this clip up by explaining that...
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I don't know, Caleb.
Oh, no. Moby Dick is inspired? Is that what you're thinking here? Okay, so the person talking...
I don't know.
The person who's talking in this next clip that I'm going to play is a rabbi, and he basically, one of the first tests that was done in the Torah was they took famous rabbi names,
right,
and they found the rabbis' names, and then they found either the date they were born on,
or like where they were born,
or where they were. Well,
yeah,
and hang on, actually, they found the date that they were either born or the date that they died. One of the problems with this is that they didn't find the year that they were born or died. And so that was kind of one of the hiccups in that theory. But then this rabbi tried a different algorithm at the end of these rabbis' names, and what did he find? He found the place where that they were born. Okay, and so he says that this is the city names. He uses a specific name for this test that he ran. I want to play this for you. It is, here you go. Take a listen to this one then.
People have claimed that they found similar codes in Moby Dick and War and Peace, that they could find similar codes in any text of one's choice. That is absolute nonsense. They have indeed produced counterfeit codes in War and Peace and in Moby Dick, and they can produce them in virtually any text. They are not the same as the real thing. They are not done a priori. They are done by cheating. Their claim is that since we can cheat on the data and bias the experiment to do whatever we want, therefore Whitstam and Rips could have done the same, and therefore we shall assume that they have done the same. They do not deal at all with the fact that my city's experiment proves that that is not the case.
City's experiment.
And by the way, to accept their challenge, I would say I would like to see them try to produce an experiment like my city's experiment to confirm their rabbi's experiment that succeeded so well in War and Peace.
They actually did.
They haven't done so.
Yeah, they did.
They haven't even addressed the city's experiment because it proves that, in fact, there was no such manipulation. What they have done is very similar to what Whitstam and Rips have done. To the layperson, to the expert, they have nothing in common.
Okay, so there are several issues with this statement. Okay, first of all, this is not true.
I like, first of all, footnote.
Go for it.
Can we take that last little clip and have that part of our library? To the expert, they have nothing in common.
Yeah, well, I actually already took that clip. I'm going to play it again here in a few seconds.
Oh, awesome. I love that. To the expert.
Okay, so names with specific corresponding dates have been found in random secular works. That's happened. They found the assassination dates of Gandhi and other people. The second problem that we would have with believing that famous Jewish rabbis, their birth dates and their home cities were placed by God in the Bible is that this would mean that the Almighty was in some way giving credit to these men. Are we to suppose that the Holy One is sanctioning these rabbis by placing their names in the Torah? As a believer, this brings problems. Why in the world would we believe that the Almighty has placed, names of unbelieving famous rabbis in the Torah? Do you understand what I'm saying, Rob?
Yeah.
That's all I get, huh? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, what?
Well, beyond
I mean,
that,
This guy obviously he sees this as proof of oral Torah and proof of his Judaism, proof of all these things.
well, and the thing that he doesn't address is that, yeah, they did do more tests with the rabbis' names. They tried to find the years that they were born or died in. They couldn't find it. Okay, so let's listen to this last clip again. Okay, this is all in the same documentary, by the way. I sat down, I watched this hour and a half, 40 minute long documentary on the Bible codes that was done back in like 2000, and it was awful. And I posted a picture. I was watching it. I posted a picture on our Facebook page. I took a screenshot of it. The guy who's talking, behind him, he has this huge board with Hebrew, which is upside down on it, which I thought was
saw that. That's
hilarious.
awesome. Like no one in the crew, no one
realized.
Like, hey, that doesn't look right. They're thinking codes.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so
Codes,
let's listen.
Secret mystery codes. We're gonna sell a video.
That's right.
Let's add some music and ancient kind of sounding instruments.
Now, before I play this last clip or these two clips in a row, I should say this. You know what? If you believe in Bible codes, I would ask you how far you're going to take it. Do you believe now that we can go to the King James Version Bible and find Bible codes in it? Is it in the Torah? Is it in the full Tanakh? I mean, I would definitely.
What we need, Caleb, is a halakha.
Oh,
like, what are the rules?
No.
We need it. It needs to be a certain Hebrew text. It needs to be only the Torah or not. You know, we have to come up with the rules.
See, but the point is, people are going to say, are you telling me that God couldn't put some secret code in there? Yeah, of course he could if he wanted to. Sure he could. Absolutely. I just don't buy that he did. I don't buy it. I'm sorry to disappoint people. I really don't buy it. I don't think that has happened.
There's a concern I have is like Yeshua didn't teach this way. What business do we have going out promoting this kind of thinking and getting people thinking in these terms? It's like it's foreign to Yeshua's instructions for us.
That's right.
I don't get it. And so right there, that seems like a real simplistic attitude, but sure, God could do it if he wanted, but it just my rabbi didn't teach me that way.
Exactly.
So I don't feel like I have any business doing it.
Okay, let's go back and listen to this the end of this clip again. We're going to listen to this one more time. Here you go.
What they have done is very similar to what Wisdom and Rips have done. To the layperson, to the expert, they have nothing in common.
To the expert, they have nothing in common. Now, I love how this documentary did this, because right after he says to the expert, they have nothing in common. Right after that, they put, and this is a documentary that is highly promoting. It's like propaganda for the Bible codes. Okay. It's like filled with propaganda for the Bible codes. So right after he says to the expert, it means nothing. They actually bring on two mathematicians, well-known mathematicians. Okay. They bring on these mathematicians, experts in this field. What do they say?
I studied the work of Dr. Rips and his partners, and the outcomes of his experiment expresses his own wishes and desires rather than any real scientific phenomenon.
The quality of a cluster of words you find is really a sign of the cleverness of the person doing the looking, and not of any intrinsic character of the document you're looking at.
I agree with those guys.
Yeah, exactly.
But those are two experts.
Yeah, they're two experts.
Obviously, that disagree with this other rabbi you quoted.
Well, this rabbi says, to the experts, it means nothing.
Well, he would say they're not experts. That rabbi would say they're just using trickery.